started. Okay, I have my music a little bit. So we'll lie down, maybe with the soles of the feet touching, and then knees are out to the side. So just protect, support the lower back. If that is too painful for the lower back, we'll just bring the soles of the feet down to the mat and knees pointing up to the ceiling. Let me just switch screens because I think it's just around Lala at the moment. Hopefully, let me do that. And hopefully that's around me. Okay, hopefully you can all see me. Pin your screens if you can't. If you're lying down already, bring one hand to the chest. So one hand to the chest, the left hand on the chest, the right hand on the belly. And just notice the movement of breath. Practicing yoga is a lot about breath. Pranayama, prana meaning energy. And just notice the energy in your body. Notice the quality of energy. Is your breath shallow in the chest? When you bring the breath into the belly, so we'll begin this 3-part breathing. Inhale through the nose, filling the lungs, filling the belly. As you exhale, emptying the air from the belly and the chest, completely emptying. Completely emptying the air. So inhaling through the nose. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Notice the length of the breath. And can you inhale for a count of 4? Pause and exhale for a count of 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause. And just keep continuing breathing in this way. Notice how you feel. You notice the mind and the body getting calmer. It's easy to find stillness in the body. But yoga and this type of breathing really helps you to find stillness in the mind. You may notice that the mind starts to wander away into thoughts. You catch those wandering thoughts, notice, and then gently come back to the breath. Coming back to the present moment. In this case, we're focusing on breath. Notice the sounds of the breath. Noticing how it really feels to breathe, conscious breathing, so really paying attention to the breath that gives you life and energy. Notice the sensations in the body as you breathe in this way. Any sensations in the skin, beneath the skin. We'll just go for one more minute with this breath. Welcome, Noor Kamal. Taking a few more full breaths here. Deep inhalation through the nose. Notice the pause. Exhale through the nose. I'm just taking a moment here, with the hand on the heart. Take a moment to listen to the heart. Listen to the beating heart beneath the palms. Letting the heart lead the way, and you set an intention for today's practice. Perhaps something you're already working towards, something you'd like to cultivate more of in your life. It can simply be, I am loved, or I am worthy, I am enough, whatever you would like it to be. Whatever the heart tells you, trust. Once your intention is clear and your breath is strong, take a moment to offer your practice, dedicate your practice to someone who needs your thoughts or your energy today. Someone who needs a little bit of love from you. And it might be you, and that's okay. You take a deep inhalation through the nose here. An audible exhale through the mouth. So exhale through the mouth. Twice more like this. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. And now we bring the knees together if they're not already. And bring the thighs into the belly and the chest. Hug the legs into the chest. And we'll rock side to side, gently massaging the lower back. Gently stretching the lumbar spine. Beautiful. And then across the right thigh over the left thigh. And if that's too uncomfortable, keep the knees as they are. Open the arms to a T shape or maybe cactus if there's no space. Drop the knees over to the left hand side. So when the knees go together, and just notice this twist in the spine. If it's too much, you can drop the knees down a little bit. If you want more, bring the knees up closer towards the chest. Just notice the breath here, how it changes. And then inhale, we'll come back to center. If you cross the legs, uncross and place the left thigh over the right. And then we'll drop the legs to the right, or you can keep the legs together, side by side rather than cross. Maybe you get a bit of a crack in the spine like I did. Otherwise, just be gentle, be kind. We're just warming up the body. Inhale, exhale here. Notice the breath in the body. Sensations that will change inside. Inhale, come back to center, uncross the legs, and place the soles of the feet down to the mat. If you can, bring the ankles in line with the knees. So the thighs and the feet are hip width apart, so they're parallel. And push down with the heel and all the toes, all the 10 toes reaching down into the mat. Palms come just slightly away from the body, about 45 degrees away from the body. Palms come down, tuck the tailbone under so you lose the arch in the lower back. Inhale here, and as you exhale, start to lift the hips up towards the sky. So maybe just about 6 inches off the floor, not too high. The shoulder blades are still fully down on the mat. Inhale, exhale, lower the spine all the way down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Take a breath here. Hold. Exhale. Inhale to prepare. Tuck the tailbone under. As you exhale, lift up. So maybe push down with the heels. Squeeze the glutes more. Squeeze the bottom. Squeeze your butt. Tailbone under. Maybe you feel the hamstrings, the muscle, the back of the thigh firing up. And then exhale, lower all the way down. This is where it's great if I see you, if I see your screen, it's okay. And we're going to do one more time. If you feel comfortable here, stay. If you'd like to take it a little bit extra, feeling in the hamstrings, walk the feet just one step forwards. And then tuck the tailbone under, inhale, as you exhale, lift up. So maybe if you walk your feet away, you feel this might be a little bit harder, slightly harder, a bit of a progression. If it's too much, come back down and take a step back. Repeat what we did previously. Inhale, exhale. Do you know what I'll do? I'm going to do that one more time, so it'll give you a choice to either go back forwards or maybe take it a little bit further forwards and take it there. So progress or regress, your choice. Tuck the tailbone under, inhale, as you exhale, lift up. And maybe now, wherever you are, I want you to lift the toes off and the balls of the feet, so you're just balancing on the heels. Push the heels down into the mat. Feel the sensation of the heel being pulled towards the shoulder blades, and feel those hamstrings firing up. Those muscles are often weak because we sit down a lot, and we don't often exercise our hamstrings. And one more full breath, pull, pull, pull. And exhale, lower all the way down, well done. Nice, you'll just hug the knees back into the chest and rock side to side. We'll extend the left leg down to the mat, so extend the left leg down. Keep the right knee into the chest. And extend the sole of the foot to the sky. Place the hand at the back of the thigh. You'll extend the leg. Maybe the knees still stay bent. It's almost a bit like a stretch in the hamstring. And bend. So push away. And bend. So we're stretching and contracting the hamstring muscle. Just after all that work, we're just stretching. So in yoga, there's a lot of balance. So we do a lot of strength work as well as lengthening work. So a lot of stretching. We help with our strength and flexibility. Beautiful. And then we'll extend that, bring the left knee in now. Extend the right leg down. So opposite side, place a hand, back of the knee. Push the heel up towards the sky. You feel that extension in the hamstring. And bend. Extend. Ooh. And bend. So this is always my tight side, my left side. I need to start calling it. I need to start being kind to it and not call it tight or bad. Like, never call our legs or our limbs the bad side. It will always forever be bad. So we need to say, it's progressing. It's getting there. So that's just a little act of kindness to ourselves. Beautiful. And we'll bring both legs back into the chest now. Hands at the back of the knees. We're going to rock and roll on the spine. So rock and roll a few times if it's comfortable. If you've got a thin mat, it may not be comfortable. Massage the spine. No need to do this if it's just too much. One last time. We'll come up to seated. Swing the legs round to the back. We'll find an all fours position. In all fours, we'll bring the shoulders in line with the wrists. The knees in line with, the hip in line with the knees. Okay, so if I show you from the front, perhaps you'll see that the knees are hip width apart and the arms, the wrists are shoulder width apart. Beautiful. We'll push the floor away this time, around the spine. Tailbone down, pull the belly button into the spine, chin to chest. Pulling the shoulder blades apart, really feeling that stretch in the muscles in the upper back. Keep the chin to the chest, start to lift up the tailbone. So really start to notice how it feels to move your spine. Drop the belly, shoulder blades come together, you broaden the collarbones and you lift the gaze forwards. So this is a cow position. And as you exhale, you push the floor away, round the spine, the chin to the chest. This is cat. So maybe come back to this cat and cow. Now let's come to the breath. Inhale, lift your tailbone up. Maybe close the eyes so you can go by feel. Exhale, tailbone down, using the whole length of the breath to complete the movement of the chin to the chest. Inhale, lifting up. Hold. Exhale, rounding. You can restrict the back of the throat slightly, so you can lengthen the breath. One more full round of cat and cow, one more each side. Exhale. And then inhale, we'll find neutral. So the neutral, carefully you're not arching in the lower back. You try to lose that arch a little bit. Pull the belly in. To really engage in the core and the abdominal muscles. We'll extend the right leg back. And we'll just take a rock back and forth on that foot. I'm just going to shift forwards a bit. So it's still on my mat. And we're sort of stretching the wrist here. Sort of a little bit in the toes. You can roll out the ankle if that's comfortable. And shifting back and forth. Again, just a little reminder to pull the belly in here. And step the right foot behind the left foot. So when the legs are in line, pivot on the left knee. Take the left leg out to the side, to the left side. And slowly we'll float the right arm up to the sky. So I'm going to show you from the side, it'll look like this. So from the front, the right leg goes behind the left leg. It's in line with the left arm, left knee, and the right foot. Take the left leg out to the side. We're in gate pose. So you squeeze the left butt, send it forward so the left hip and the left knee are in line. I know you've got your cameras open. So I'll come back to the mat. I'll show you this way. It's easier for you to see. So squeeze here, send the hip forward. You might feel a little stretch on the front of the thighs, in front of the hips. Your left elbow, wrap that elbow back and feel underneath the shoulder blades there, that muscle, the serratus interior switch on. And that will really help you in plank positions later. That's it, lovely to see you. Right foot, really see if you can get the right little toe down to the mat. Full extension on the right side of the body. Right arm can be up to the sky or beside the ear. Notice how that feels when you take it up beside the ear. You're sending the hips forward. Lovely stretch along the right side of the body. Wrapping that left elbow back. So the elbow, the pointy part of the elbow points towards that left thigh. Beautiful. And then maybe you stay here, or you take the left leg, straighten the left leg parallel with the right, so you're in a full side plank. You may not be ready yet. I'm just showing you this is what we're working towards. Okay, so we're going to be strong in the arms. So always come back to this if you need to. We will do a full side plank later. Okay. And maybe now slowly float that right leg up to the sky. So the right leg is parallel with the floor. If you're in the full side plank already, then you're just floating that right leg up. So you're more of a yang energy today. Yang and yin. Yin being gentle, a bit more softer. Beautiful. Exhale, the right palm comes down, the right knee comes back. We're back in all fours. That's it, you've guessed it. We're going to the other side. Left leg extends back. Probably quite tight on that left arm. It's okay, I'll get a rest in a second. You can roll out the ankle if you need to. Just notice what this side of the body needs. It may be different from the other. We're naturally a little bit different from one side. We've got a dominant side. And then we take the left leg, in line on the right side of the mat. And then the right knee will pivot out to the side. And then that left arm will float to the sky. Then squeeze the right buttocks. I'll go this way and show you. Squeeze the right buttocks, send it forward so the hips in line. If there's any pain in the knees, feel free to grab a cushion. We can fold up the mat, double up on the mat. And then squeeze it, send it forwards and feel the stretch on the left side of the body. Keep finding the outside edge of that left foot. Try to get the little toe down to the mat. So maybe you stay here this time, wrapping that the right elbow back. So I'm going to go this way so you see me. And that's it. Keep wrapping the elbow back so the elbow's pointing towards the knee or the right thigh. And then maybe you float up that leg. Notice how it feels on this side. Maybe a little bit tighter. Maybe if you're in this full plank, you can float the left leg up. Ha. Lovely to see some of you. Nice, Lala, great, Farah. That's it. Keep sending that hip forward so you feel more on the quad of that bent knee on the floor, on the mat. When you're ready and you've had enough of that, you take the leg back down, left palm comes down, we're back in all fours. Beautiful. And now let's wake up the wrist a little bit. When we do a lot of planks and things, it's a lot of work in the forearms. So we're going to turn the fingers towards the knees. I'm going to rock back and forth. If that's too much with the palms being there, walk the palm back closer to the knees and then rock back and forth, trying to sink the hips towards the heel. That's it, just be gentle. Often parts of the body that gets neglected. Kita jarang bagi masa kot, kita selalu suka stretch macam badan, tangan ni kita jarang give it some love. Okay, next one, yogis. We're going to flip the palms, fingertips towards you still, but the knuckles are down. So maybe you're here. We're getting stretching the front of the arm this time. If that's too much, you can turn the fingers towards each other, and the elbows may be bent. And you start to maybe curl up the fingers. Curl the fingers and notice how that feels. I do this in my Qigong. My Tai Chi teacher tells me to do this. And it really gives you awareness to your body and how we're all connected. And that's it. Go back to the way I was. Ooh. How it feels. Again, notice that ego in the body. Be gentle, be kind to the body here. And then inhale, whew, release. We come back to that regular all fours. And then tuck the toes under, lift the knees off the floor, and float the hips up to the sky, downward facing up. Paddle out the heels. So bending one knee after the other, we're sort of walking our dog here, we call it walking the dog. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana in Sanskrit. So feel the sensation in the backs of the legs here. Lovely stretch in the backs of the legs. Come back to your breath here. So being present, seeing how you feel. Come back to the present. Inhale, we're going to float that right leg up to the sky. Beautiful. Bend the knee, bring the heel to the bottom of the glutes. Send the right leg over to the left. Push away so you feel the stretch on the front of the right thigh. And try to stack the hips. If it doesn't stack, it's okay. It's like we're twisting the spine. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that right heel, the foot to the outside of the right palm. Long lunge. Almost like a low lizard here. Drop the back knee down, release the toe. Squeeze that back buttock, so the left glute. Squeeze that left glute. Inhale, and float the right arm up to the sky. Squeeze and notice the twist in the spine, opening the chest. The more we're opening the chest, the more breath we get in. Exhale, bring the palm to the heart and elbow down, rotating in the spine. Inhale, we'll go twice more like this. Movement with breath. Exhale, palm to the heart, elbow down. Inhale. Exhale, palm to the heart, elbow down. Beautiful. palm comes down. We walk that right foot in. We frame the front foot, so squeeze the left buttock, tuck the back toe under, just to protect the knee. Inhale, we'll reach the arms up to the sky, so lengthening the front side of the body. You feel a deep stretch on the front of the left quad. Keep sinking down, if that's okay with you, so stay there. I'll just switch sides so you see me. The left leg's behind, toes tucked just to protect. Keep sinking down. And go, notice how you feel. Notice the arch in the lower back, is it too much? Can you tuck the tailbone down slightly? And it's not about the further you go forward, it's about how you feel. So be kind, be gentle. Inhale. Exhale, send the hips back, straighten the front leg. So right toes up towards the sky, right knee can bend. You can stay here. Maybe you can sit. If it's comfortable, you sit on that left heel. And then you get a stretch on the sole of the left foot. Again, that part of the body that gets neglected a little bit. Inhale, find length, so pull the belly in. Exhale, fold. The more you fold, the more you feel it on the hamstring, the back of the front leg. I'm going to pivot around so I'm not confused. I get my left and right confused. And then inhale, we bend into the front knee. We frame that front foot again. Tuck the back toe and then lift the knee off the floor. We'll send the right arm forwards. Notice the body's close to the thigh. And then inhale, we take the arm up. We'll take another twist. We're going to roll the arm around. Mobility in the shoulder. So right arm forwards, up and around. Notice the stretch. Notice the shoulders stack. Keep plugging in to push the right big toe down. So keep the thigh hugged in. The thigh will want to drop open to the side. So keep it close to the body. Keep that right thigh close to the body. Inhale, up and around. You can do this as many times as you like. It's good for the shoulder. Holding strength there in the body. Keep pushing that back heel away so that that leg is strong. Okay, right palm comes down. And this is where we step back into plank position. See if we can wrap that elbow back as we did before. Wrap the elbows back, squeezing the thighs, tailbone down towards the heel. Be careful the arch in the lower back. Can you tuck the tailbone down? If you could hear my music, this is where my Bollywood tune comes in. Just to help us stay here a little bit longer. Inhale, exhale, lower the knees down to the floor and drop the chest in between the palms. Inhale, we lift up, cobra. Elbows tuck in still. Really hug the elbows in to the ribs. Exhale, lower down. Beautiful, let's do that twice more. Inhale, we lift up. Push the palms down, push the tops of the feet down into the mat. The kneecaps are floating off the mat. Exhale, so working those back muscles here and in those parts of the body that are a little bit weak. One more time. Inhale, we lift. Squeeze the shoulder blades, squeeze the buttocks, push the tops of the thighs down into the mat. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes under, push up onto the knees. Take a moment in child's pose just to counter stretch that lower back. So rounding the spine now. Beautiful. Inhale, we come back to our downward facing dog. And we do the other side, so tuck the toes and then make your own way to downward dog. And do whatever it is you need right now. Either you find stillness, or you paddle out the heels, bend one knee after the other. Notice the cracks and creaks in the body. Inhale, the left leg floats up to the sky this time, so other side. Left leg. Bend the knee, heels for glutes, send the leg over to the right side, push it away. Beautiful. That's it. Again, go with feel. The body knows best. You're the best friend to your body. Inhale. Exhale. Left heel outside, left palm this time, so opposite side. Drop the back knee down, release the toe. You can squeeze the right buttock so you feel the front of the quad, front of the thigh. Inhale, left arm up to the sky. Again, the more you squeeze, the more thoracic spine release. The muscle will release in the upper body, the spine. Exhale, palm to the heart, elbow down. You can close your eyes on this one and go with feel. Inhale, open, up to the sky. Exhale, palm to the heart. Exhale, exhale, elbow down. One more time, just like that. Elbow, palms of the heart, sorry, elbow down. Release the palm down. Walk that left foot into your frame of foot. So one arm, left arm's on the outside, right arm's on the inside. Tuck the back toe under just to protect and help. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the left thigh, square the hips. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Beautiful, let's bring the front side of the body. Actually this time, let's go back, send the arms back. It's almost like we're flying forwards, like birds. Squeeze and sink down. Careful you're not lifting the front heel off the floor. Keep the left heel pushed down into the mat. And here you're going to feel the sensation of the stretching on the upper body as well. Tailbone down. Pull the belly in to protect the lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Start to straighten the front leg. Send the hips back. Maybe you sit on the heel, or maybe you're here in a half splits position. Left toes up to the sky. The knee can absolutely bend. Again, this is my the side I have to be kind to. Inhale. Exhale here, squeeze, and the more you get the belly to the thigh, the more you'll feel. So the knee doesn't have to be absolutely straight anyway. It's safer to keep a soft bend in the knees, a micro bend. Beautiful. Inhale now, we'll frame that front foot. I'm going to turn around just to show you when we frame this front foot. Lift the back knee off the floor. Right palm moves, our left arm goes forward. So the knee wants to drop open to the side. Hug it in, push down with the big toe. That big toe plays a big part later. Up and around. That's it, up and around. And mobility in the shoulder. 2. Let's go for 2 more. So push down. Keep pushing the back heel away so that back leg is strong. The kneecaps lifted, the quads engaged. While we stretch the shoulder. I think I've done 5. And then palm comes down. We frame that front foot. And we step back to our plank position. It's the second time in plank. Hold here at plank. Squeeze in the thigh. The longer we hold these positions, the stronger we get. Wrap the elbows back. Squeeze. Inner thighs. Pull the belly in. Well done. One more full breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And start to lower the knees to the floor. And then we wrap the elbows back if they're not already. Keep pointing the elbow, we come down halfway here, just halfway. Beautiful, and then inhale, we lift the chest forward, squeeze the glutes more, maybe you release the toes. Maybe you keep the knees on the floor here, or push the floor away and lift the knees off the floor. This is for a full upward facing dog. Ardha Matsyendrasana. Woo! And then tuck the toes under, pull the belly in, leading with the hips, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Take a moment there in down dog, downward facing dog. Maybe if you need a little bit of kindness or a little bit more of a nourishing option, you can drop the knees to the floor and come back to child's pose. You can come back to this posture at any time. Notice the energy in the body and honor that energy, honor what the body needs. If you've got a bit more energy, you can stay in down dog. Maybe drop the forearms down to dolphin. I know some of you, it's your first time to practice. If that's not in your practice, I'll talk through it another time. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale. One more full breath wherever you are. Keep finding length in the spine. Gaze in between the thighs to find length at the back of the neck. And now come back to down dog. If you're in child's pose, start to walk the feet forwards to the front of the mat. So just taking small steps and noticing how that feels, plugging the bone, the thigh bone into the hip socket as you walk forward. And maybe if you can't keep the legs straight anymore, you feel free to bend the knees and fold down. Fold here and hand down here like a rag doll, we call it. Really bring the belly to the thighs and you feel a stretch in the lower back. Deep stretch in the lower back. Let the head hang heavy. Let the head be loose. You can shake the head from side to side and rock the chin to the chest a few times. And sway from side to side, stretching the sides of the body even more. And your choice. Release the elbows down to the mat. Arms come down. Tip the chin to the chest and start to roll up the spine vertebrae by vertebrae until you come all the way up to standing. And standing hopefully at the front of the mat, we find Tadasana. Tadasana, or mountain posture. Mountain pose, traditionally it's toes together, heels slightly apart. If that's uncomfortable and toes don't come together, feel free to bring the feet hip width apart and find that neutral posture. So the ankles, the knees, the hips are in line, the shoulders are in line with the hips. Palms beside the body, external rotation in the shoulders, broaden the collarbones. And breathe here for one full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Notice the strength of the mountain pose. We're here, strong, tall, like a mountain. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Gaze in between the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward, belly to back. Inhale, find length. So pull in the belly. Find the neutral spine here, strong and engaged. Exhale, palms down. We step back into that plank position. Option to drop the knees to the floor as we did before and come down halfway, or I'll teach you through chaturanga, full posture. Our elbows wrap back, we come down halfway, so find the strong plank, squeezing in the thighs, tailbone down towards the heel, lower down halfway, elbows at 90 degrees. Inhale, we flip the toes, heart goes forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, pull in the lower belly, leaning with the hips, and move into your downward facing dog. Then feel free. Take your own way to get there. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Right knee to the nose. So really hug the thigh into the ribs. Shoulders come in line with the wrists. So we curl like a cat. Here, tiger curl. Inhale, extend. Three-legged dog one more time. Exhale, knee to nose. Working our core strength, working those abdominal muscles. Inhale, extend. One last time. Just 3 times, knee to the nose. And then we try to release the heel in between the palms. If it stops in the center, take the foot to the front of the mat, right beside the right thumb. Beautiful. Option to drop the back knee down here if you need to. And inhale, we reach up back into this kneeling lunge we were in before. And let's take a moment here, and then we'll float the knee off the floor. We're in a high lunge. High lunge or crescent lunge as I call it. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, fold forwards, belly to thigh. Notice how this feels in the body. You'll be wobbling. It's okay because that's those muscles working. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold forwards, bring the belly to the thigh. And then see some of you keep that knee in line with the ankle if you can, just for extra strength. Exhale, keep pushing the back heel away, strong back leg. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, back heel down, pivot the back heel down in warrior 2. So from here, high lunge, back heel down, warrior 2. And now the whole side of the body is facing the left side. Gaze down that front palm. This is your warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2, that's it. So surface position there. I can see some of you wobbling, that's great. And what you do here is the back foot turned in slightly. So it's a bit more protection in the hips. Feel the external rotation, so really push down with that right toe. We get a sensation of a torque happening. It goes one way and the other. And the muscle, a bit like what we did before, the elbows are wrapping in. So you feel those in the thighs. Notice the strength in the legs here. Really grip the mat with the soles of the feet. So if you can shift the shoulders back. I know we want to go forwards here. Shift the shoulders in line with the hips. So you just shift back slightly and see how that feels. Maybe you go back too much, and that's okay. Just come back center. Beautiful. Flip the front palm. Reverse the warrior. Keep the legs exactly as they are. Reverse this warrior and feel the stretching along the right side of the body. Exhale, come back. Warrior 2. Inhale, we reverse. Let's keep movement in this one. Let's go 4 times because this is lovely. Exhale, come back. Inhale, reverse. Beautiful. Exhale, come back. I think we've got one more. Inhale, reverse. Notice each time how different it feels each time we do this. Woo! Come back, warrior two. Beautiful. Now listen carefully here. I'm going to pivot back on the back foot. We're back in this crescent lunge. The heart is forward. And then exhale, left palm comes down to the mat. Yeah. Left palm comes down to the mat. We're in this side twist. We're in this lunge with a twist. Turn all the toes. I'm going to turn around so you see me and I see you. Turn all the toes to the right-hand side. So on the outside edge, the knife edge of the feet, the little toes are touching. So here you're in that awkward side plank. Wrap the elbow back, the left elbow back. Maybe you stay here. Or maybe if you want to take it a little step further, you take that right leg on top of the left, as we did before for full side plank. Squeeze in the thighs, tailbone down towards the heel. So careful to not stick the bum back. Find a straight line. Beautiful. Nice. Wherever you are, if you're here, we come back. Right palm comes down. All of us, we're in plank position. One more time. And from plank, maybe you drop the knees to the floor, or you take full chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. That's it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just the other side to do. One more side to do. Find your breath back in this downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg floats up to the sky. Left knee to the nose, shift the weight to the shoulders in line with the wrist. Inhale, extend, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, this curve, this tiger curl, knee to the nose, that's it. Inhale, extend. Exhale, last one. Hug the thigh to the belly and the ribs, heel to the glutes, and then release the heel in between the palms. The foot may drop in the center, take it there to the front. Now, so it's progress to get the foot to the front. Here, set your foundation. Maybe you come all the way up to high lunge, or you drop the knee down and you come up from kneeling. So we always go back to where we were maybe, and then we float up using the strength in the legs. So I'm going to turn around, face you this time. Ooh, slippy floor. Inhale, exhale, fold forwards, belly to thigh, humble warrior. Inhale, reaching up. Ooh, exhale, maybe you're all sweaty like me. Exhale, beautiful, Lala. That's it, great. One last time, I think we did 3 times. That's it, Zakwan. Nice. Inhale, reaching up. Brilliant, Umi. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, we come up. If your back knee is down, lift it up. Drop the back heel down, we're in warrior two. Find the arches of the feet. We don't want to collapse in. That's it, so we've got strength, torque. These arches of the feet sometimes gets collapsed, and we use those support in our shoes, but our muscles can do the work. We just have to train it. External rotation, that knee will want to drop inwards again, as I said. So really find the outside edge and find that external rotation. Find your breath. Inhale, flick the front palm, reverse. Feel the lengthening on the left side of the body. Exhale, come back, warrior two. Inhale, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. We're going to do 3 times, and then we're going to do 4. Exhale, come back. It feels so great, we can do 4. Inhale, reverse. You can thank me later. Exhale, come back. One last time, inhale, reverse. That's it, yogis. Notice how this feels. Come back, warrior two. Pivot on the back foot, we're in a high lunge. Maybe the knees are on the floor, your choice. And then the right palm comes down. And then the knee comes off, you're in this side twist again. Turn all the toes to the left, so pivot on the front heel, come to the outside edge of the back foot. Maybe you stay here and enjoy the stretch on the outside of that left thigh. I'm going to turn around on my mat so you see me, so don't get confused. But maybe here, you take the left leg on top of the right for this full side plank. Wrap the right elbow back. That support with the muscle underneath the shoulder blades. That's it, yes. Again, notice how you feel. Maybe you need to drop the inside leg down, which is the right knee down. We're back to where we were at the beginning. Beautiful. Wherever you are, one more full breath. Notice how you feel. Notice that ego. Exhale, left palm comes down. We're all in plank position now. Hold here in plank, take a breath, inhale, exhale, lower down the knees or your full chaturanga. Again, inhale, up dog, again, knees down or up. Broaden the collarbones, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. And maybe here you'd like to try that dolphin or turbo dog. Or you can go to your child's pose. Those that want to try the turbo dog, a bit more of a yang posture, more energetic, wrap the elbows down, wrap the triceps in, biceps up, and start to lower, bend the elbows, lower the forearms down to the mat. You hover an inch or two off the floor, hovering. That's it, so really feel those muscles under the armpits, in the armpits and underneath the shoulder blades. Whew. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, come back, push down, start to straighten the arms. If you're in child's pose, come back to down dog. And then inhale, we all come into a plank position. Hold here. Beautiful. And bend the knees, and we lower the knees to the mat at the same time. So with control, lower the knees to the floor slowly, 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 and there. Release the toes, sink the hips to the heels, child's pose. Well done, yogis. Take a moment here, take a moment of gratitude here for the body, for all the things it has done, and for the mind, for being here, being present and being focused through practice, thinking, having an open mind for this practice without any expectations. Beautiful. And then inhale, we walk the palms towards the knees. We come in a kneeling position at the back of the mat. And the palms, gather the palms on the thighs. Beautiful. Let's take a moment here to just come back. Notice how you feel physically, mentally and emotionally. I'm just taking time to notice. Letting whatever you've done in your practice to really soak into the body, to nourish the body. And then we're going to drop the hips to the side, swing the legs round to the front. Swing the legs round to the front. Bring the hips in the center. Beautiful. That's it. And bring the hands to the back of the knees. We know this one. Maybe you stay here. From here, notice the shoulders. Can you bring the shoulders up and around and together? So you broaden the collarbones. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe you stay here with the toes down, keep the knees together, and float the legs off the floor. Or maybe you stay there. If you start to float up, maybe there. Maybe you start to release the arms. You're in boat pose, Navasana. Maybe you start to extend the legs up, maybe one at a time. Maybe you want to have a little challenge. You just stay here in stillness. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, we start to lower the spine down to the mat, just the spine. Keep the shoulder blades off. Extend the legs. We're in a low boat. And then inhale, maybe we come back to a high boat. Maybe we don't, it's okay. And then we go to low boat. Beautiful, and then we lower all the way down. Woo, well done. Hug the knees into the chest and rock side to side. And the soles of the feet down to the mat. Maybe I just need to walk back on my mat slightly. Where we were before at the beginning. Notice how you feel now. When we bring the right ankle on the left knee, so really flex at the ankles rather than point. Flex at the right ankle, place the ankle on the left knee. And maybe you stay here, and this is okay, this is great for the thigh. Or you bring the left leg in, and you wrap the arms behind the left thigh. And maybe this is great. And you can use the elbow, the right elbow, to push the right thigh away to get more of a stretch on the back of the right thigh. And stretching the legs because it's done a lot of strength work, so you give it a stretch. And then we drop the sole of the left foot down. And then we switch sides, the left leg down. Sorry, right leg down. Left leg up to the sky this time, so opposite side. So you flex at the ankle, so point and flex, and then left ankle on the right knee. So maybe you just stay here and notice how this feels. Keep dropping the left knee away. And just stay here, chilling and noticing the breath, noticing how it feels. Or you float the right foot off the floor, place the hands at the back of the right thigh, and pull the thigh in towards the chest. And use that left elbow to push the left knee away. So you feel more of a deep stretch in the back of the left thigh. And be kind, be gentle. You're going to overstretch. Again, the more we practice, the more flexible we get. And obviously the stronger we get. So it is progression. Just like anything, the more we practice, the better we get. And it's that process. Being mindful. And then inhale, we release down. Hug the legs into the body and rock side to side. Let's take happy baby. There's another hamstring stretch. And then maybe the soles of the feet to the sky. Maybe you can't, and that's okay. You can bring the hand at the back of the thigh and bring the soles of the feet to the sky. A little bit like what we did at the beginning, but we did it one side at a time. Maybe the fingers reach the big toe. Maybe they reach the outside edge of the feet. And maybe you want to stretch the leg up to the sky. Another hamstring stretch. Your choice. Notice what you need right now. If you're here in happy baby, notice the tailbone. The lower back is off the floor. Can you pull the lower back down to the mat? So really, the whole part of the spine is touching the mat. Maybe that means you need to release the foot and you have to grab onto the ankles or the shins. And that's okay. That's okay if you have to repress a little bit. It helps us progress. Nothing is about failing here. Be just with you. So be honest, be kind. And then inhale, we release. We wrap the left leg over the right leg. We did at the beginning. We can keep the knees together and put the legs over to the right hand side. Take a gentle twist. And notice how this twist may feel different from what you feel, how you felt at the beginning. Letting the body surrender down into the mat. This earth, the earth that supports us. The earth that gives us life and energy. Inhale, we come back center. Switch sides, so the right thigh crosses over the left. And maybe you just get the knees together. And you drop the legs over to the left. This is a tight side. We gaze up to the sky, or we gaze to the right. So a gentle twist in the neck. Notice how that feels. Notice the body and the breath slowing down right now. Inhale, come back to center. Uncross the legs. Take one big hug of the legs. Bring the shoulder blades off the floor. Bring the forehead towards the knees. That curl. The smallest curl. The big hug, the small curl. Inhale. Hold the breath. Can you sip in a little bit more air? And then as you exhale, we open into Shavasana, your last posture. Maybe the soles of the feet touching like you did at the beginning, or extend the legs out as wide as the mat. Let the toes flop open to the sides, which allows the hips to fully relax. Walk the shoulder blades down the mat slightly. Bring the arms away from the body. About 45 degrees away. Palms facing upwards. Close the eyes. Maybe nod the chin to the chest a few times. Lengthen the back of the neck. Take a deep inhalation through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Letting go, letting go. Completely melting. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Releasing any pockets of holding in the body. So maybe it's the jaw, so relax the jaw. Relax the shoulders, the arms and the fingers. Relaxing the chest, the belly, the hips, the legs, the ankles and the toes. Relaxing the whole body. Feeling heavy and sinking down into the mat. And how can you let this final part of your meditation, final part of your practice here, to help you feel a little bit more at home in your mat, in your body, in your mind and in your heart. Notice the breath. Notice the inhalation and exhalation is getting longer. Allowing the parasympathetic nervous system to relax the body. The part of the body that helps you rest. Nourish. You have the option to stay here for as long as you'd like. If you'd like to finish the practice together, begin to deepen the breath. Beginning your fingers and your toes, bringing sensations, energy and life back into the body. Notice how that feels. And we're bringing the legs together now. Reach the arms up beside the ears and take a big stretch. And then you can hug the legs into the chest. Roll over to the right hand side, so extend the right arm up. Use that right arm as a pillow and take a moment here in this fetal position. This position we were in when we were born. And then gently, when you're ready, and taking your time, as slow as you can, make your way up to a seated position. Lifting your head up last, maybe still keeping your eyes closed. Find a comfortable Sukhasana, which is lotus pose or half lotus. And just notice how you feel physically, mentally and emotionally. Maybe you compare that to the beginning. And bringing the palms together at the heart center, taking a moment to thank yourself for making it here, your effort and your dedication for yoga, bowing the head to the heart, to the wise heart, and bowing to Mother Earth. Namaste, as we say in Sanskrit, which means the light in me honors the light in you. So thank you so much for letting me guide you through your practice this evening or this morning, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you all next time. Feel free to stay back if you'd like to have a chat. Otherwise, I'll let you know our next practice together. Thank you so much, guys. Terima kasih. Terima kasih.